back with another episode of NA Now. Brandon Hofstra joined here with Odessa Jackalopes head coach Scott Dewar. Scott, how's everything going? How's the summer been? And I'm guessing you guys are gearing up here for the 24-25 season.
Yeah, summer's been really busy. Got done with camp about 3 weeks ago, and all the equipment and everything's flowing in now. So boys show up in about a week, I guess it is now,
Mhm.
and just making sure that we get everything ready for them and start training camp here on the 25th or something like that.
Yeah, it's coming before we can even say it, right? Let's kind of dive into last season and maybe some takeaways you had from last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year, I don't know if we go on records, but I think we had something like 21 one-goal losses.
Right.
So, I mean, we were kind of a young group. We're able to return quite a few guys. So, having that experience, all those close games, I think is going to help us out this year with the group that we have returning. And really excited for this group. We've spent, the last 3 years that I've been here, we've been traveling a lot, and we finally got a practice rink. It's up and running, and we won't be having to do that. So this year right now is really exciting, and really looking forward to what's here to come.
Yeah. A little more on last year. You guys had 8 NCAA commitments. It's always great to see teams just moving guys on to the next level. As of course we preach that advancement, exposure, all that good stuff. But it's always got to be great year in and year out being a part of guys reaching a goal or a milestone in their careers.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's our job, is to move guys on, and that's what we strive to do every year. Like you said, eight last year. That's exciting to see, when they get their commitment or decide where they're going to go, the excitement in them. But I think it's more important with the culture that we're trying to build here in Odessa is those guys that are coming back.
Mhm.
Sometimes they come back and see their billets. They shoot me a text, "Hey coach, where are you at?" They stop at the office for an hour and chit chat.
Mhm.
That's the exciting part about my job, and watching them move on, and then having them come back and kind of reminisce about what was here in Odessa, and their time here in Odessa and how they enjoyed it. So that's a big part for us. But obviously, moving guys on every year, that's exciting.
The season kicks off here shortly in September, but the off season is always full of a lot of work with maybe reloading or filling some spots that you guys wanted to hone in on. But using the tender system, you guys have a little brother team or two, if you will, in the NA3HL. Talk about the tender system, the NA3HL players you guys bring in. You just had camp a little bit ago, and then the draft, just kind of all getting ready for that upcoming year.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our NA3 tender this year and our draft pick. We drafted an NA3 guy as well. Both of them were at our camps. Didn't know much about them. We have guys that come in during the year and practice with us, but those guys weren't able to, and they came to our regional camps there, and they really impressed. And one got a tender right out of camp, and the other one got drafted because of his line of work at camp. And that's exciting. And then they come to your main camp and continue to impress, and now they're coming to training camp, and they continue to do that. I think last year I think we had three NA3 guys, I think it was, that made our team and were a big impact on our team. So it'll be exciting to see what they can do this year.
Scott, you've been a part of this league, whether it be coaching or even a player back in the day, but we reach our 50-year milestone this year, the golden birthday of the NAHL. What comes to mind? You got some friends, a moment, coaches, players, anything that really sticks out to you of 50 years of NAHL hockey?
Yeah, I mean, this is my 13th or 14th season being a part of the North American Hockey League. It's special in my heart. And I think of guys like Coach Tony Curtelli, who I played for, was a captain for. I still keep in contact with him. Mike Flanagan, who I still keep in contact and follow, another coach who I had in Kenai there. And then all the players, going, some of my scouts are guys that I played with and stuff. And,
Hmm.
all the guys that, watching them move on to their pro careers. I think of, guys that were, drafted to the NHL, Todd Burgess up in Fairbanks, Ben Mass, like those are guys that, this league has been able to produce so many good players, and just being a small part of it. Man, keeping those connections is pretty huge for me. And, yeah, I mean, the league's done a lot for me, and glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. The league continues to grow as we've talked about and as we've seen throughout time. But what are some expectations for this upcoming year for you and your team?
Well, I think the expectations with how many guys we're able to bring back up front. We got Maxime Belly, who was with us last year as our backup. Hopefully he's going to take the reins this year.
Mhm.
They all know what I want, and there's a real tight knit group of them. So we're going to be working right from the start, but we haven't made playoffs, so like that's where we got to start. Like that's the goal this year. Like we need to make playoffs, and anything less than that is not acceptable.
Yeah. Scott, one more for you. The 2024 Greatest Show on Ice, the NAHL Showcase, starts here just around the corner. How excited are you for the season to start?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We got a couple games before it, which I think is going to help kind of narrow down, because usually when you go to the showcase, you still are carrying quite a few guys, but we have a couple games before the showcase, so I'd like to narrow down my team going into it,
Mhm.
and give those scouts the best chance to see what I'm going to be playing with,
Yeah.
for most of the season. So, but the showcase is fantastic. It's great to see all the college guys and catch up from the summer and see what they're up to. And but like you said, it's the greatest show for sure.
Yep. Well, Scott, thanks for doing this. Good luck this upcoming season, and we'll see you up in Blaine.
Sounds good. Thank you.